everyone, and welcome back to another Planet Zoo live stream. I can see some loads of hypes in chat already because yes, today we launched the Planet Zoo Oceania Pack, and yeah, we're super excited to be here and we're going to celebrate the pack today. And of course, my name is Lydia and I'm from the community team here at Planet Zoo, and super excited to have you all here. Tell us in chat what's been your favorite animal so far in the Oceania pack. I would love to see it and also get your names to say hello. But yes, of course, because we're celebrating the new launch of the pack, I can't do this on my own. I always have to have a lovely, lovely guest. And today I have the lovely guest here. Hello. Some of you may recognize him from a previous stream that we did, doing some painting pots.
That's the one.
But yes, it is Matt.
Yes, hello. Thank you for having me, Lydia. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you.
For anyone who doesn't know you yet, do you want to quickly introduce yourself
Absolutely.
and tell us what you do at Planet Zoo?
Of course. Hello, everyone. Yeah, my name's Matt. I'm a 3D artist working on Planet Zoo. I've been here for quite a while now and obviously played a big hand, along with the rest of the team, in getting the Oceania Pack out this today, in fact. So yeah, it's a real pleasure to be able to celebrate with you all.
Yeah, and it's really exciting because we are going to be going over some of the amazing work that Matt has done for the Oceania Pack, and we're going to show you some lovely, behind the scenes screenshots of all the work that they've done, and it's going to be just really fun. So we'll go into detail that later, and of course we're going to go into some of the amazing updates that have arrived in 1.15, as well as all the new animals and the new scenery pieces that I hope you've been enjoying already. Of course, you can get the Oceania Pack now on Steam, and if you would like to purchase it, if you haven't already, you can do !DLC or !Oceania in the chat to bring up the Steam page, and then you can purchase it. Obviously, that only works on Twitch, but yeah. Whilst we say some highs in chat, let me see who's there. We got Salamanders TV, we got Heather G, we got Murray, I see the kiwi emoji, we have Danny, Adrian, Future Horizon, Kim Soganathus, sorry if I'm butchering names, Lewis, hello Lewis. It's so good to see you. We've got Odicus and we got Pizza King, very nice name.
I love Pizza King.
Adventurous Rue, and we got some other people, Kuseva, Vlada Del Rey. We got loads of people in chat, and it's so lovely to see all of you enjoying the Oceania Pack already. I've already seen some screenshots and some buildings that you've all made. Yeah, I can see Caesar Creates as well. I've seen lots of amazing screenshots, and we're super excited to talk about all of that today as well. So we'll go into the animals, scenery pieces, career scenario, the new map, and also I just wanted to quickly talk about something really special to us at Frontier, is that just to express our sincerest condolences to those who were affected by the devastating wildfires in Maui, Hawaii. Obviously, a lot of the locals and animals and wildlife were affected by these wildfires, and we just want to give our condolences, because a lot of the inspiration behind many of the pieces come from the traditional cultures of Hawaii, which also have had a large number of influences on Polynesian culture, which a lot of our pieces were inspired by. So we definitely want to shout that out, and we also want to give some information links to point you to the Maui Humane Society, because they're helping a lot in the recovery of the devastating wildfires there, and also on the local animals. So if you want to help, and support this cause, definitely head on over to Maui Humane Society and see how you can help those who are working towards, tirelessly helping saving the lives of the local animals there. So we also have a prompt in chat as well, !Maui, so that you can head on over there and see how you can help as well, because it means a lot to us, and of course it has a relation to the pack as well. So we want to just shout that out quickly for anyone who would like to support in this good cause. But yeah, so We haven't seen the launch trailer yet, so we're going to quickly play that for you while you check out the links and also you go purchase the pack on Steam. So yeah, let's get the launch trailer up for you guys to have a look. Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that lovely trailer. I know a lot of you have already commented on how amazing the trailer is, and of course I got to give a shout out to the amazing creative services team, the capture team, for creating that amazing trailer. I know you guys love it so much. We've seen some amazing support on that. So yeah, big shout out to our creative services team for creating that beautiful trailer for us. They just knock it out of the park every time. But yes, I also want to quickly plug our official TikTok channel. So I don't know if you use TikTok, Matt, but have you had a look at our Planet Zoo?
I have seen, yeah, I've seen the introduction videos. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, so we are officially on TikTok now, Planet Zoo game on TikTok. So go follow us there. There is always some going to be exclusive content on there that we don't share anywhere else on the social platforms. So if you want some exclusive video content, definitely go check us out on TikTok. Some of the videos that you'll find, we're going to quickly play one for you, which is exclusively on there that you may not have seen if you're not following us. So let's have a quick look at what you can expect. Yeah, so that was one of the special videos that we have posted on TikTok, and we've got a lot more coming. A lot of fun videos coming for you soon, so definitely go follow us there if you haven't already, because it's only on TikTok. So yes, some really exciting stuff. Recently, we've had, our new TikTok go live, we had the Oceania Pack, and just a lot of amazing things happening. But we're going to quickly go into the free updates now. So free update 1.15. I know a lot of people have been excited about some new features. We've got the glass domes, of course. So if you've seen the glass domes and played around with them, of course I explained that on the stream last week, but they are basically glass domes for your guests to be able to go into, and how you place them in is you place a place a viewing dome entrance onto your habitat gate, and then some viewing domes wherever you want into your habitat. You can put it in as many as you want, and I know some of the people who had early access have been placing a lot of them in one habitat. It's been really cool, and basically they kind of teleport into the glass, the viewing dome, and then they can have some new interactions with their the animals. So the animals, some of them may come up to the viewing dome and have a new interaction. But yeah, it's really, really cool, and I'm really excited to see the ways people use them. Of course, they also work underwater, which is something that I know the community were really excited about. So yeah, I've been seeing them already being underwater, so it's really, really cool. And of course, we also added the orangutan brachiation behavior into the 1.15. So as you can see, here he is enjoying his climbable log, and here's the animation. If you've seen it on our previous stream, you'll see. There we go. Look at him go. Yeah.
He's majestic. Look at him.
He's super happy. But yeah. That is, so they will be able to use the 1 meter, 2 meter, 4 meter and 5 meter logs, climbable logs, to brachiate on now as well. So I'm super excited to see all the Bornean orangutans brachiating in your zoos. And we also got some color morphs for the king penguin from the Arctic pack, which I know some people have already shown some screenshots on social media, but it will be the speckled, leucistic, albino, melanistic, and xanthic color morphs. And an interesting feature that I didn't know was something that a lot of people wanted, but apparently it was highly requested, but it is the option to invert the camera controls on the y-axis. So up is down and down is up if you want to invert them. So if it makes it easier for some people to build, then yeah, that's a new feature we've got in the quality of life updates. So very interesting. But yeah. So those were some of the free updates that came in 1.15. If you haven't read the update log, you can go read that over on the Frontier forums, and we'll have the full update notes on there for you to see any more of the quality of life updates that we've added to the Oceania Pack, alongside the Oceania Pack, sorry. But yeah. And we've also got a new career scenario as well, which is really exciting. And we're going to be following along Bernie, but mostly his daughter Emma, which is really cool. And you have seen them scouting out the islands. If you followed us on social media, we helped them scout out the islands before their big conservation project, which was really fun. I hope you enjoyed following along with that story. And yeah, so now you can continue their journey and help them create this amazing zoo focusing on conservation. And yeah, we're going to make it very special, and we're going to try to fix up the place, add some good infrastructure, and making sure that the plant diversity is on point, as well as helping with a breeding program to keep the animals there for generations to come. So really super excited to see how you tackle this one, and definitely share with us how you found it. So that was the career scenario and some of the free updates that have arrived. And now I think everyone's favorite bit is looking at all the animals that have arrived in the pack. So let's go over to our zoo. And have a look at what's arrived. So as you can see, we already see a beautiful island here. It looks stunning, absolutely amazing. This particular boat, I think you said that Crystal from your team created from like pieces in the game, which looks absolutely incredible. I'm sure it must have took them like a very long time.
I mean, this whole park has been put together by Janet and Crystal and Kelly over in design, and it's just, it's insane. There's so many beautiful little details when you go scoping around.
It looks amazing.
I really recommend taking those viewing domes and chucking them into some of the bodies of water, because there's a few buried treasures down there to have a look at.
Okay, that's really cool.
But yeah, it's such a showcase of the talent that the team has, and it's definitely worth flying around. It's gorgeous.
Stunning. Like I couldn't imagine even trying to come up with building this boat out of all the pieces in the game. It just shows like the creativity the team has done. But yes, we can see like some of the new pieces. We got the thatched roofs. I can see the canoe hanging off there as well, and then some of the net pieces, which is really cool. I know a lot of the content creators were super excited about the net pieces.
Yeah, there's a whole kit. There's a whole kit of them. So yeah, you should get stuck in. You can have a lot of fun with those.
Yeah, it looks really good. And there's the canoe here, with the outrigger. It looks really, really cool.
Thank you.
I hope. Yes, and you actually had a hand in. Yes.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So Matt actually had a hand in creating these. So I think it must be really amazing to see this in people's zoos now. The stuff that you've been working on.
It's so nice to we get to share it with everyone because we kind of bunker down and we just try and get as much beautiful work done as possible. So it's really nice when we get to send out to the world and see what you guys all do with it, because you're way more creative than we are. So you come always say what we think is cool, you guys make exceptional. And even just seeing some of the lovely comments, like I'm sure that's going to really mean a lot to the team. To things like the little canoe, I made that myself. But then some of the other bits and pieces. So you got sort of from Danny did the nets, Tom doing these little buoy pieces you can see floating around. All these just wickedly talented people. Are giving you the tools to make something even more wicked. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's like just amazing things added here. So yeah, I'm super excited to go over some of the scenery pieces, but we can maybe start to have a look at some of the animals. So let's start with our favorite giant, I don't know, you see giant.
The roundest friend we've ever had.
It's the North Island brown kiwi. So a lot of people were super excited, and they are so sweet, so round.
You just want to give them a big squish. They're like a nice, wholesome, friendly squish. They're so good.
They're so sweet. I love the way they just walk across.
It's when you see them running and the legs are going up. It's so good.
I know.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I think the kiwi was one of the fan favorites. And is it going to go into its burrow?
He's thinking about it.
He's like, should we?
Should we? No. He's camera shy, maybe. He just wants to get off.
Yeah. I really love this.
There he is.
They're going.
Bye-bye, friend.
Oh, very sweet. Yes, the bounce in the step is super cute. They are really cute.
It's such a testament to what the animation team, the character team are able to do, bring this to life. It's just so well realised, and then obviously the sound team comes in and they make it sound like it's just so many people's collective talent.
I know.
It's ridiculous. I can't go over how amazing these people are.
I think the dev journals that we do as well really tie in well when we talk about how so many teams come together to bring something to life. And I think if you guys haven't checked out the recent dev journal, there was a shout out to Matt actually in there, so have a read about it and you can find out more about all that's gone into the scenery pieces and the inner mind workings of all that, because it's always fun to find out what goes on behind the scenes that many people might not think about or know about, and I think that's really cool. So super excited to have these in our zoos now, and hopefully you all in chat make some lovely habitats for our lovely kiwi, because they deserve the best, because they are so sweet. They're just plodding around, not a care in the world.
They're really big as well. You forget how big a kiwi is. I think I'm just used to thinking it's going to be some small little thing, but no, it's like a football. It's right there.
They're very sweet. They look really good.
The fur looks really nice too. Nice and fluffy.
They look so sweet.
Oh, great.
Let's have a look at another one. I wonder if chat would like to choose an animal we'd like to see next. It's gonna be a bit of a delay, but let's see if
how do you pick
someone
chat?
Said penguin, quokka, flying fox.
All three. The other
quokka. I think the quokka. It looks like the quokka's big.
People are big for the quokka. I think.
Let's have a look at the quokka then next.
That's some quokka love.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's I hopefully you'll see them outside. The animal itself is great, but just these little statues.
Oh my god, the statues!
This is also from crystal, by the way, but just the chunkiness is so enjoyable. It's such a fun aspect of it.
Yes, and also if you didn't know, you can also make a walkthrough exhibit walk through habitat with the quokkas so that, you know, they can be amongst the people. So that's really cool.
Give the people what they want,
Yes.
which is quackers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at them.
He's plopping along.
They look amazing.
He's on a mission. Where's he going?
Yeah. He's got something to do and he's ready to do it.
He's got a can-do attitude.
Yeah.
I appreciate that in him. It's a really cute little trait the quackers
Oh my
have.
gosh, it's like little hops.
This guy's just on a quest. The quackers
That's
sometimes they'll
really
go over
sweet.
to their food piles and they'll just take a leaf and just give it like a nibble.
Oh, that's
We
really sweet.
Made this bespoke little element just so they could sit there and
Oh,
have a
is
little...
it going? Is it going? He's
You
gonna
do
go.
it. We might do it. There you are. Oh, thank you very much, little man. Come on.
You
He's shy.
got this.
You can do it. Go on. He's like, do I want a snack? Oh, I'm intermittent fasting. Should I do it? I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'll treat myself, maybe.
Oh,
Go on.
oh my gosh, that looks so chubby. The little cheeks.
I think there's definitely a roundness to this pack that I
Yes.
enjoy.
Yeah.
Everyone's, no,
It's
he's-
like small and round.
yeah,
which
very
is
very
like,
cuddleable creatures. I
yeah,
think.
they're very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Also chaotic apparently. He's causing ruckus
my
now.
heart just melted. I know. Look at them.
Bouncing around.
Yeah, they do. They actually hop quite fast. Like
Yeah.
I didn't really know that they hopped as fast as they do until I saw these animations, because I thought they were just very, you know, chill. They just
Yeah.
kind of.
They look very vibey, you know. They look kind of like
Yeah.
nice, wholesome creatures,
Yeah.
and they just absolutely break the land speed
Yeah.
record. Off they go. Yeah, it's very
He's just a
enjoyable.
little guy.
Just a little
Yeah.
pal.
They look
I hope
really
the chat likes seeing them because I could watch this all day. To be honest. Just-
Someone was like, "Stop making me happy." I'm sorry. We want to make you happy with
that's
the
a good mission
quokka.
goal, I think. Yeah, make you
Yeah.
happy. I think that's a good price to
Yeah.
pay.
I think everyone really likes them. But yes,
Oh,
oh, it's having a little drink.
he's so pure.
Very sweet.
Very lovely.
Yeah.
He looks like a potato running, says Lucas.
Oh,
That's
no.
really good.
I can watch this all day, yeah. I mean, I think we've talked about it a lot in these streams where sometimes our job is to just, you know,
Yeah.
watch and stare
It's to
at
gather reference.
the
It's-
animals in the game, and we're just like, oh yeah, we're just, you know, we're really hard at work studying the animals while we're just like watching them go by.
It's very important that I do this for an hour. You
Yeah.
don't understand.
Did we see the Tasmanian Devils already? No, we haven't. So you're in luck. We'll be seeing them
make it
in
so.
just a bit. Yeah. Oh, they look so sweet.
I love the contrast and energy. Like when they're bouncing around, they're super skippy, and then they get into this nice mellow energy,
Yeah,
and they're just
yeah,
cruising along,
yeah.
playing with his bubbles. It's a pure time.
Oh yes, yes. So the bubble enrichment, very
Yeah.
sweet.
great
Yeah,
time.
someone's having a cuteness attack in chat apparently. Hope you're okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. The character team just does every time they just step up to the plate and they just knock it out of the park. They make such beautiful,
I
such
know.
accurate creatures.
Yeah, and the textures on their fur and their little ears and
Yeah.
their tail just look absolutely.
Well, it's like you were saying earlier, right? In the dev blog, it says this is that it does take so many people to bring them to life, and it
Yeah.
starts the character, goes through the animation, sound, and then obviously you guys get to come down and just see this thing come to life in front of your eyes, and it's kind of weirdly magical in a way.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. And I think it's always really great once you work on something for quite a while and then you finally see it out there
Yeah.
and you can actually talk about
Yes,
it to like
yes.
to people in public, and you
Yeah.
can be like, yeah, you know, there's the quokka. Like I had a
Yeah.
hand in like doing something with it, and it's a really great feeling, especially when the reactions from the community are so amazing.
Yeah.
Like they love it, and they you know, they're making habitats for them,
Yeah.
and then they're like sharing them with us. And is that a baby? Sorry, I got distracted.
Pause.
I got distracted.
Enhanced image.
It looked really, yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's a juvenile.
So-
Oh, oh my
The
goodness.
little hands. The little hands.
Sorry,
Oh, my
I got
goodness.
distracted. I was like
Oh,
talking,
Don't
and I was
apologise. That's completely reasonable. Look
I was
at
like,
them.
wait, is that a? Oh my goodness, it's so sweet. I
bouncing
love them
around.
so much.
Yeah. But to your point, though, yeah, no, it's so motivating whenever we, whenever we launch something, because it's it's a lot of work and a lot of passion
Yeah.
goes into it, and then
Yeah.
you see the reaction, and just seeing the creative things people do with the scenery, obviously, and the love that the
Yeah.
animals get, and
Yeah.
just the way the kind of like the energy of the pack takes over the community for a little bit. It's
Yeah.
really motivating.
And I
It's,
think the community just like inspires us as
Oh, tons.
well.
Yeah, loads.
Like they managed to create something completely out of the box sometimes
Yeah.
that we would have never imagined.
Yeah,
Like
it's so
you
crazy.
as like a 3D artist probably like, create these things that, people will obviously enjoy and make. But you obviously create these things as individual, pieces
Yeah.
and that you can, build on top of, but then they end up doing something like completely different.
The
with
best part
them.
about it is you'll envision the usage for these things, and you think
Yeah.
like, okay, this is gonna be a door frame someone's
Yeah.
gonna use, and then you go onto YouTube or you go online and you find something, and then suddenly it's like, oh, this is someone's like walkway to a
Yeah.
mysterious hut in the middle of nowhere. And
They
it's-
managed to use the most interesting pieces to create something
Yeah.
like that. It's not technically like was intended for,
Yeah.
but it's like works so well.
Yeah. And it informs a lot of
yeah.
what we try and do with the packs. Obviously,
Yeah.
I've been here for a while, and every time we try and look at the feedback and go, what are people using? Why do they like these pieces? How do we kind of bring that together and enhance it in the next pack?
Yeah.
Making sure things are fully flexible
Yeah.
or that have more sort of interactivity. Oh my goodness. Yeah. sorry, chap. Just
We're getting distracted
just-
constantly by the.
it's just this beautiful.
Oh, that was really sweet. Oh.
Why build? Just watch this. To be honest,
Someone said
It's
that's
way better.
illegal to be that cute.
That is,
Yeah, it's really sweet.
that's goals right there. Look at them go.
But yeah, I can imagine you kind of look at the pieces that you want to put into the game and think, you can use these for like multi-purpose things
Yeah.
rather than just, just
Definitely.
one thing. So
Yeah.
I think that's like the creative minds behind
Yeah.
what you guys do, which is really, really cool to see and we'll definitely be talking about it more. But yeah, let's go into our next animal. And maybe we'll have a look at the spectacle flying fox
Good
and
choice.
see what's up with that one. I'm really excited to see them.
I just have to shout out as well. I know she's getting a lot of love in this chat at the moment, but Crystal's done this whole blueprint for you guys, and
Amazing.
it's stunning. It's such a good
Love
piece of art.
it.
Check it out. It's lovely.
Wow, I love all the the blueprint of the shipwreck. That
Yes.
one looks really cool
Yeah.
as well.
It's also crystal.
Oh wow.
It's the crystal pack. No, but yeah, it's there's so much detail put into this,
Yes.
and obviously like
You can see the tiki torches.
yeah, you've got your thatches and you've got
Yeah.
your driftwood poles in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the new lava rocks here
the
as
one, yeah.
well, which look really cool.
These nice volcanic ones. And yeah.
Yes, the whole walkthrough exhibit as a blueprint is available for you to add to your zoos if you would like.
Out the box.
Get some inspiration off there as well if you would like to take some things and make your own. But yeah, it is available as a blueprint. So yeah, definitely have check it out, and you can see them flying around. They look great.
I think if you jump over to the feeder very quickly, you can see a few of them just dangling, just hanging out, having a good time.
Oh,
Just on your left over
yeah.
there. There you are.
Oh, they're hiding.
He's shy. He's shy.
They're hiding.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There we go.
There you are.
They look stunning. I love their really beady eyes, and I think there's a reason why they're called like spectacled, because they have like these really big eyes and like the circles around them. I think that's why. This one's just chilling
I
on
love
the
this guy.
fruit.
He just flopped onto the food. That's how I approach breakfast, to be honest. That's the way to do it.
That's the best way. Very chill. And then you see some of them hanging on the rope there as well, which is really cool. Yeah, there's a little guy.
Oh, guys, it's even just little things that bring them to life, like when they open up their wings and you can see the kind of the light bleeding through the thinner skin.
Yeah.
It's such a nice little detail that just really adds this kind of like life to them.
I love their little ears. And did you know that unlike other bats, the spectacle flying fox can actually see quite well?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Actually.
isn't that really cool?
Cool. I guess they are spectacles, so they can see what's doing. Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was really
really
cool
nice.
fact that they can actually see quite well, considering other bats can't. So
Yeah. It's
you know,
lovely. Look at them.
they got an upper hand in life.
You've got to get like a high five on the way
Yeah.
past. That's what it is.
Yeah, it looks really, really good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited to see what sort of walkthrough exhibits that you in chat will create for the lovely spectacled flying fox. Yes, so it has little glasses, so it's spectacled, so obviously it can see a lot better. Yes, and then
See all the beautiful animation work coming to life there too. It's just these little touches that really just.
yeah, I
come
can't
to
wait.
life.
Yeah, can't wait to see them in
Yeah.
your zoos. The color details, yeah, they look really amazing. The little furry mane here and the little ears, they look really, really good. super excited to see them. That have the walkthrough exhibits that you are going to build for them. Definitely, if you do build for any of these animals, share with us on social media, send the pictures to us, screenshots, tag us in them. So we're obviously at Planet Zoo Game on across all socials. So definitely tag us in your lovely creations, because we love sharing community creations. All year round, we share them, and obviously on the Steam Workshop as well. I always scour the Steam Workshop to find some really cool builds there. Sometimes like I'm too spoilt for choice because there's so many good ones. Like I can't choose. So sometimes like, you know.
And the more public you make it as well, the more likely we are to pick it up, and then we'll just throw it around and be like, look at this cool thing someone made, check this out.
I love sharing the community builds because they're just like very creative and
they're super inspiring.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we've looked at 3 of the animals so far that are coming, that are here in the Oceania pack. I just want to have a look at some of the scenery highlights, of course, because it is a scenery pack. So there has been 200 plus scenery pieces added, and as you can see, thank you, James. I was just about to talk about these. The lava, glow-in-the-dark lava lights, which I find super cool. I really love this, and I'm super excited to see how the community will start using them. So they're like different pieces that you can add to create like interesting
You've got
design.
Different states of the lava too. So you've got the kind of molten ones, you've got the fully glowing ones, and obviously the cool volcanic rock as well. So you can blend them together and create a kind of very, very realistic feeling kind of wash.
Looks super cool.
It's really fun. It's really different as well, I think, from a lot of the stuff we've done before. And I think this pack in general is really, it's a real nice beachy, summery vibe. I think it's kind of cool, cold tones. In
and there's waterfall as well, which is also a blueprint. Looks really, really cool. I like the little, you know, the tiki torches there, and the little flower lei, and then the decorative boards as well that we were talking about. And then we got these like tiki statues and the grass skirts, which you also had a hand in, right?
Yes, almost anything foliage based, I usually will have some part in nowadays. So you can see like down there we have our golden sand sedge grass. We have our silver fern, which is actually a double-sided fern. So if you're looking up at it, it looks silver. Looking down, it looks green. It's really cool. We've got a few of our cabbage tree saplings sort of bursting up there. I think, I always get the name right, I think it's the cacao, which is the little green shrubby-looking guy just sort of growing, if you pull the camera back a little bit, just growing near the entrance to it, which is this kind of really cool little frondy one. Yeah, just on the right there. Just next one down. There you go.
That one.
Yeah. He's hard to say and hard to find. That's the one. But he's really great. And then also you can see sort of some of the larger foliage as well kicking in. So you've got some of the king ferns kicking around too.
Super cool, Vlada Del Rey says it's just so beautiful, just everything. Can't wait to start playing. Yes, I can't wait to see what you build with all these new stuff. And then we got obviously like the statues here, really decorative as well as colourful. I think
fully flexible as well, so you can recolor them. You can make them a generic wood if you like, or you can make them super saturated, super poppy. Same thing with our tiki torches. Obviously, you can't recolor the leaves and the grass on them, but yeah, you can enable it and disable the fire effects on them, and you can like wash out the colors and add some different accents to them too.
That'll be really fun for the community to play around with, and make it unique to their own. And of course, we've got these thatched housing, as well as like the carved pieces on the buildings, which is really cool. Obviously, like the statue
hanging out over there.
really cool. I really like the grass skirting on the poles as well. They look really cool as well.
Again, it's another full set of these. So there's one designed to fit every diameter of pole, so you can mix and match them together.
Amazing.
And then you have these nice long alternating skirt pieces where you can kind of create these long stretches. There's also a dry variant as well, so you can have some nice luscious grass or some slightly more kind of sort of withered and dry ones.
This really cute little cart here. It has the decorative boards and the netting on here as well. Apparently, there's also the netting which is kind of flat, so you can start making your own things with them. Whereas there's like some of these nets that are have a bit more curvature, which
Yes.
will be really interesting to see.
So again, we tried to keep pushing the art every pack. So you have your fully modular ones that
Yeah.
just fit the wall pieces. But then if you want to go in and create some fishing nets or maybe some kind of like mesh lines, you can use the different shaped ones. And Danny, who did these, did an amazing job making sure they feel sort of weighted and real and actually are accurate to the kind of the way they'd be used in the kind of oceanic cultures.
Yeah, it looks so good. And I really like the way the canoe is hanging off the building. It looks really cool.
It needs some work. It needs some work, this canoe.
Yeah. So some of these are available as blueprints as well. So, you know, have a look on there to see what you can add or maybe even get inspiration from, because obviously, you know, we're all here to get inspired by all the lovely builds and pieces, and you know it's just fun to see what other people you know, create.
It's the best part about when we just as we start to really kind of put the assets to bed and we're starting to finish with them, we start to put the blueprints together, and it's so cool because everyone kind of segments away and comes back with like, you could do this with the roof, or maybe you could build this up here, and you start stealing each other's ideas, and then suddenly this whole beautiful vision comes together.
Yeah,
which is really
it's
nice.
amazing. And we have like the, you know, driftwood pieces, which are really cool, that people can use to, you know, create a little bit more of a island theme, which is really fun. And yeah, I just love it. Oh, and the entrance that you created, that would over here, yeah, that looks really cool too.
So another one of the blueprints that comes from the scenery team here. So you can see, I don't know how well you can see it at this angle, but there's some flower sort of
flower lace.
Flower lace, that's the one, hanging there. And again, they're fully recolorable, so you can go in and create these nice little sort of accents. You see a few of our statues there. So we've got our kiwi, we've got our penguin.
Amazing! I love the statues. The kiwi is super cute. A little penguin there as well. I always love these statues.
I love how much they capture the theme too. Like our concept team will go through and really go through the reference.
Yeah, it's kind of like the gargoyles back in Twilight Pack. Like those were very, you know, they were themed around the pack.
Very much
so you know, you always create these statues with theme in mind, which makes it like just so unique and really cool.
And the nice pastel colours too, which I think is really nice. Really adds this kind of colourful vibe.
Yeah. Someone said the kiwi statue is almost like a ball. It's because it's so round.
It's so true to the real creature though. They're just a ball.
It's a ball with a little beak.
It's a very friendly ball friend. That's great.
Yeah, the decor looks amazing. I'm so incredibly excited to use it. Can't wait to see what you create with it, Raven Buffington. Did we look at the Tasmanian Devil and Little Penguin? Not yet. We will look into that very soon, so stay tuned. The colourful statues are not only cute and nice, they also have nice goofy quality. Yeah, I think they all, each of the statues always have like a little bit more of like a animated kind of different look to them. It's not like, so obviously the animals are realistic looking, but then the statues kind of give it a little bit of a different personality to the animal without, you know, losing its, you know.
Yeah, well, I think a big part of just trying to make Planet Zoo look the way it does is to take something from the real world and add that kind of Planet Zoo-iness to it. You know? We're not trying to make it this kind of super photoreal recreation of something. We're trying to take it and make it this kind of charming, fun, playful energy that the game has. And I think that this pack really captures that really well. And obviously that all flows downstream from the direction.
Yeah. So if you read the dev journal that we talk about the scenery pieces, there's a lot of research involved, obviously, with everything that the team does, and you always try to make it as accurately as possible in terms of making sure you represent the culture appropriately and respectively, and I think the research done in there and like talking about it was really, really cool to talk about with the artist team and the scenery team. So yeah, definitely go have a read on the Frontier forums of the dev journal about that, because it's really, really inspiring and intriguing to see all the work that actually goes behind creating all these pieces. It's just great to see the hard work, and especially when it comes out and then everyone can kind of shout about their hard work and your hard work and your team's hard work. It's just really great. So yeah, that's like the scenery pieces that we have here. I hope you will enjoy all of them and use them to create some amazing habitats, which I'm sure you will. I don't even need to say it really. We also have, some of the new foliage we talked about, which is like the Nickel palm. Yeah, I think I said it right.
You did.
And sometimes I'm a bit worried that I'm not saying it properly, but yeah, we got like the silver fern as well, and then we have the cabbage tree, which is native to some of these lovely oceanic islands. So, when you do all this research, you make sure that the foliage that you want to represent is indicative of the theming as well as the
I've got a really
culture.
good little fun fact about that, which is there's a new plant in the pack called the coastal pigface.
Yeah, I saw that and I was really confused when I...
It's a really weird name, but you get why, because it's like a really pink flower on top of this kind of seaweedy texture. I found out that it's kind of known as a clawberry, which I really love that name. It's a clawberry. It's kind of fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, you can stamp these around. There's a few different variants of them. You can pop down and fill out the beaches and put it with the golden sand sedge, which is our other new beach grass, which has this kind of real directionality to it. Unlike some of our other sort of previous ones, we've tried to go for volume. This is all about direction.
Yeah.
So you have these nice kind of growing layers of plants, which is really fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think when I first heard that name, I was like, that's a very interesting name for a plant, but and it doesn't seem so like represent like the, when you think of it, you think something really different, but then it's really interesting to find out about these like little things that are related to the new pieces. So really cool. But so we're gonna go into a little bit of some of your work. Specifically, so you've been working on Planet Zoo since
Africa.
Yes, so since the Africa Pack. So that's a lot of packs.
That's a fair few packs, yeah.
Yeah, you've been working on a lot of them. So that's like amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've done amazing work, obviously. Rachel obviously was talking about how much they loved your work, and they were so excited to have you accept my invitation to be on the stream. So everyone thank Matt for being here, obviously, to join me on stream. Yeah, because when we're talking about some of the amazing work, we definitely wanted to focus on trying to get someone who had worked on all the scenery pieces, because they're so amazing and rich in the traditions of the Polynesian culture, that we wanted to talk about it, of course, on stream and like celebrate it, because we love showcasing the amazing work that's done on Planet Zoo from all the
It's nice
team.
to represent the team, I mean, like I said, there's such a wealth of talent across all the disciplines here at Frontier, but especially, like I said, the Planet Zoo art team is just fantastic, and I really can't shout them out enough. And as we're going around, I'm sure I will be like, oh, so-and-so did that, and so-and-so did this. And because it's such a treat to work with such talented people,
Yeah. Everyone's saying thank you for your amazing work. Someone said, I'd rather Matt be here with me, which is interesting. Maybe it's one of your friends. Very amazing pieces, they said. Thanks for joining us. Thank you all for the love for Matt in chat. But some of the stuff that you've been working on, what sort of specific pieces have you worked on for this pack? So I know we talked about it a little bit, but if you want to go into a little bit more detail.
I might nerd out a little bit.
Yeah, no worries. I'm sure everyone will love it.
So this pack is responsible for a lot of different things. There's a lot of variety. Which means anything from a lot of the plants, so the coastal pig faces that we mentioned, golden sand sedges, cabbage trees that I'll either be the one making them or I'm the one bringing them in and making sure they kind of fit with what we want to go with. But in terms of actual assets, things like the tiki torches, I made those. The leaf skirts we mentioned earlier, the canoes. I could talk about the canoes for days. I love boats and I love nautical things, so it's so fun being able to show how. So this is a great image of it here. So basically how this works is there's two sets of it. So there's the main version, which is tied together with ropes. You can see it's based on, I've got to get this right because I always mispronounce it. It's a type of waka, and our one is I think a catamaran, not a catamaran. And it has what they call a crab claw sail. I hope I got that right. I probably didn't. Someone correct me. Which is a different type of sail. They usually have something called a tangent, which is a square one. But these ones are a lot longer and leaner. It means they can go through the water much quicker, and they have that little outrigger module so that they can float along. That's as much technical stuff as I'll go into, because I'll keep going otherwise. But in terms of what that means to you, is you can take this put together one here, which is all tied with rope and kind of polished, kind of what we think the final version would look like. Or you can completely pull it apart and use the kit, which you should see on screen in a second. which is where you have the outrigger as its own module, have the canoe as its own module, and then of course the sail itself. So I've seen some really creative ones, like people making like windmills out of these things.
Oh, wow.
Which is so cool. Obviously, you can make some really nice little environmental storytelling features when you have the canoe kind of being worked on. And of course, it wouldn't be Oceania without boats everywhere. So it's really nice to be able to introduce this, and even little things like that trailer that Creative Services put together. When the sunlight starts to hit the sails, it will start to bleed through and recolor them a little bit. And because they're fully flexible, fully flexi-color even, you can jump in and you can make the sail like a nice cotton or a pungent red or a crazy pink. Just completely go nuts with it.
Oh my gosh,
so
that's amazing.
Here we are. So this is one of Crystal's blueprints again, sort of MVP, I think. And yes, this is showing off our new driftwood pole set. So we have loads of these put together by a wonderful artist called Mikolai, which lets you, again, fully recolor them. They have these lovely tattoo strips on them that let you adjust and add accent colors. And then you can tie them together with these wonderful rope pieces that are really dynamic and really kind of, there's lots of different measurements basically, so you can make these really complex webs of stuff as seen here.
It looks so cool. When I saw this in the water, it just looked beautiful.
Oh, it's crazy.
It just fits so nicely. And shout out to Crystal.
Crystal's done a great job with this.
I hope they're watching.
Even the little thing like the fact the quacker is the figurehead of the ship. It's such a lovely detail.
So you can see it in water here.
Pop it up there.
This looks really, really stunning.
It's great.
I love it.
But there's so many good things to show off. I mean, the tiki head statues that we talked about earlier. That was from our artist Anil, and they've got such character to them. They are. Look at them. They're beautiful, and again, they're fully recolorable as well. So you can jump in, you can do whatever you like to them. Inspired by the kind of oceanic cultures. But very much trying to keep it in that Planet Zoo style. And even this guy here, you can pop his little hat off and pop it down as its own piece too. So
super unique, and the colours just look absolutely stunning. And when people can kind of do the flexi color with them, it's going to give it a really different, unique look to each and every one of your zoos. And then we got obviously the little statues there. They look so sweet.
So I just want to shout these guys out. So on the I guess it'll be the right. Yeah, on the right, the Tasmanian Devil, which was put together by Babo. Wonderful, expressive little yappy guy. And you got the Quacker, obviously, that's Crystal's fine work. And Danny put together our penguin, and I did the round football kiwi on the end over there.
Oh, that's why you love the kiwi.
That's why I love the kiwi
so much.
I'm
biased. You're a bit biased,
Bit biased,
Amazing.
But yeah, obviously, all put together by concept teams like Lath and Jack, who just did just such a good job of realising the vision of this thing. And obviously Mark played a big part in that and directing that too. So yeah, it's a real team effort. I can't stress that enough. And everyone's really pouring their hearts into making, beautiful artwork.
Yeah. So when you were like creating all the pieces for the pack, what kind of inspired you the most whilst you were, doing your research and also kind of, doing all your, creative work?
Yeah, it's I'd say it's a mix of things really, not to get too long-winded. But obviously looking at the kind of the different island cultures is really important. Make sure we're respectfully looking at kind of how they would have done things, looking at the craftsmanship that goes into sort of Maori statues, for example. Or like I said, when I nerd out on boats, it's because you're trying to figure out why have they done it this way. And then also looking at what our concept team does. So again, that's usually Jack and Lath, who have done an amazing job doing most of our homework for us. So we just have the final answer basically. And then obviously we look at what the community does and we try and go, well, this would be cool, but how would the community like to use it? What would they do if we gave them all these pieces? And inevitably you guys do above and beyond what we expect. So that tends to inspire a lot of our decisions. So this piece here, for example, this is in the scenario park. It was based on that kind of tiki bar aesthetic that we managed to find. And then obviously we give a bit of zooing. Zoo
vibe. Planet Zoo vibe.
It gets zooinated. And then we go in and make sure we try and populate it with foliage relevant to the environment itself, which is again from the Oceanic Islands.
Yeah, it looks so amazing. I really like the way you all built it in with the little straw. The straw, what do you call those things?
The thatch.
The thatch.
The thatch,
That's it. That's the word, the thatched house.
It's close enough.
The thatched roofing, and then, the pathways, and then also the rocks, and then the new decorative.
I also absolutely have to
pieces.
shout out just it's not sorry to cut you off, but
Oh,
just
that's all right.
the back there you can see there's these new these kind of wicker wall pieces. I think it's only like a thatch as well, but it's all these kind of interwoven fibers that are recolorable too.
Wow.
So you don't just have a plain wall. You have like the first layer of fiber and the second layer and the rope colors, and you can go in and put that's Daniel, our material artist, who's just done a repeatedly amazing job of bringing these worlds to life and giving us the kind of tools we need to make things look beautiful.
Yeah, you can see like the different kind of modular little, you know, roofs here, and then I think that's the coastal pig face over there
he is,
as well.
sneaking in at the
Yeah,
bottom. Yeah,
it's really cool.
there he is.
What kind of pieces did you find the most enjoyable and rewarding to work on then?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a quiet one for me, but I really like the leaf set of the skirts, partly because I just think they're really fun just to place around. They're really enjoyable, and also because it's just really nice to go in and just really make something that's like, it's, you know, it's not a particularly long sort of task, but it's something you can really focus on and just get right and get that nice coloration and, you know, mess with it. And you know, when you're making something that's flexy, you're trying to be as usable everywhere as you can. And when you're doing something like foliage, you're trying to make something that feels really authentic to the reference. And hopefully with the skirts, we've managed to find that line where it's both true to the theming and also super usable, and you can obviously clip them together and snap them along. So I'm really proud of those, and obviously a lot of the foliage we use for that ends up on like the tiki torches, for example, or in all the blueprints. So it's nice for me as the person who handles a lot of the foliage to see what people inevitably kind of do. That it's just like, oh, this is like the two sides of a door where it's growing through the roof, and it's really nice, really creative.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things with foliage that you like here, you know, you can add them to, you know, all over your park.
Yeah.
They're just like, you can surround your whole zoo with all the foliage, so it's really cool. So yeah, do you find it like quite different when you work on like decorative pieces compared to like foliage then?
Yeah. Oh, completely different. So I won't go too into the weeds about it, but obviously I took over from some fantastic foliage artists. And a lot of what we end up doing with foliage is either taking in sort of work and making sure we get it ready for the game itself, or you go through this kind of weird, strange process where you're kind of like pulling the tree apart in your mind and then being like, right, I could use that over there and this over there. And that's a very organic process where you kind of don't know how good it's going to look until it's in the game right at the end. Whereas with the decorative pieces, you know, you can pop something out and it's like, oh, this looks fun. This looks really cool. And we'll be showing off our work kind of once a week to each other. And suddenly it's like, oh, could you put that there? Let's see what that does. Oh, can you do this? And it's a very collaborative process kicks in. You know, so very different workflows, but very fun in the sense of, you know, you get to do the kind of painting and the sculpting and putting the technical pieces together versus this long but very kind of organic process of putting together trees and plants.
Yeah. So this screenshot here looks absolutely amazing. It looks so good. You can see the canoe here and the nice sunset, you know, shining over the water. Looks amazing. Caesar Create says the plants in this pack are just exceptional. When will we see the rest of the animals? Yes, so we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna look at the rest of the animals. So I think the ones left are the Tasmanian devil and the penguin. Chat, you can choose which one you want to see. It's all up to you. There's going to be a bit of delay, obviously, in the chat, so we'll just, you know, have a little wait. Tasmanian devil. We've got penguins. Penguin. A lot of penguin. Okay. Oh, cool. Yes, we love the little penguin. Thank you so much for sharing, you know, your creative process behind all these amazing pieces. Obviously, as we see the animals in the zoo, we're gonna see some more of your amazing creations, obviously, and your team's creations, which we'll get to now. So let's see the penguin habitat.
Oh, this is so cool. I'm so excited for people to see this. This is great how this works.
Amazing. Ooh, okay. Ooh, it's just chilling, swimming, having a good time.
It's the flippers. Every time it's the flippers.
Yeah, so yes, the penguin, little penguin, if you saw the screenshot on socials, you would have seen that you can actually get the piebald version of the penguin, which looks super cute. I really love them. They're actually super small, so as you can see, like compared to that
So teeny tiny.
Yeah, they're so tiny. They're just waddling along. They are amazing. They just look so sweet. Oh, and you can see the viewing dome in the back there.
Yeah.
That you can.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's great. So when your guests walk into one side of the viewing dome, you'll see their heads just pop up right there, and they'll basically do what we just did, just go, oh, and just ogle these things. And
we don't have any guests right now, but
they're missing out.
Yeah, when they come in, they'll be definitely very happy to see these little penguins. Are there any baby ones? I'm not sure if there's been any juveniles yet, but our lovely James is. Oh yes, we do.
Oh. He's on a quest.
They're adorable.
I love how much sort of wiggle they get in their walk.
I feel like they have a little bit more wiggle. I think because they're a little bit more chubbier, right?
Yeah, I guess it's like the sort of when the kids are still learning to walk
waddling is a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so super cute. Oh, we can see them in the light. Yeah. Oh, they're so sweet.
So squishy.
Yes. So this is the little penguin juvenile. Super, super adorable. I think everyone in chat is going to have lots of fun seeing these new little penguins in their zoos. Make sure to, it's quite easy to, lose them in your own habitat because of how small they are. So I remember when I was playing around with the new pack as well, and then I kept losing one of my penguins, so I had to keep going back and clicking on them. Oh yes, but they're in there.
Just want to sleep there on the right.
Having a little nap.
Like, how you doing, mate? I'm good. How are you? Yeah, just having a chill.
Just having a little
Don't mind
nap.
me. Busy day at the office,
What a life. Have a little nap. He's contemplating.
I love that when they sit down. It's just like.
He did a little tilt as well, head tilt. That's really sweet. Yes, the penguins can use the animal burrows. So set them up for them, and then you can see them in the burrow cam, which is really, really cool. Yep, it has a little lie down. But yeah.
Is this your favourite one, Lydia? The penguins?
I don't know. It's really hard with this pack, especially with the previous packs. I always felt like I had a favorite because I was like, oh yeah, I like this one. But this one is really hard, mainly because they're all really small and really lovable. So I find it really hard to choose which one's my favorite. I'm not leaning towards one.
Maybe we can persuade you with the Tasmanian devil. Maybe we can get you on side.
I do really like penguins, and I actually was able to meet some of them when I was in Australia. So that was really cool. We see them coming from the ocean, and it was really, really cool. And then we've got this underwater viewing dome, which we talked about before. You can actually have underwater viewing domes now, which is really cool, and then you can see a new perspective of your underwater animals.
I don't know if anyone's ever been to the Bristol Zoo, but they have one of these tunnels right there, and it's exactly the same experience. When you walk in, you pop your head up and the thing's just whipping past you. And they're so sweet, they're so pure.
Yeah, it's really cool. I love them a lot. Yes, I think they're really cool.
I hope people love them because they're way too cute to look at. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think the domes look really cool underwater. Actually, I think it'll give everyone a new cool experience and something to play around with. So
shout out to the code team as well for doing such a good job getting this to work as cleanly as it does. It's a lot of stuff on the back end that I'm too silly to understand. But they did a really fine job of making sure this thing just pops down, works absolutely, gives you this experience.
Raven Buffington says the viewing dome is so cool. I know I'm definitely going to be using that so much in future builds. Yes, excited. Your guests will also love it as well because they have that up close and personal view of the animals now, which is amazing. And I love the way that they'll swim. Can we connect multiple domes to one entrance? You can, yes. So basically you'll see here, as James showed us here, one of the entrances actually connects to multiple viewing domes. So he has 3 at the moment, and they all connect to one entrance. So you just place down the viewing dome entrance on the habitat gate, and then you can place multiple domes as you want. So you don't have to put multiple, dome gates.
And you can recolor them too to fit the biome as well. So if you have a an Arctic one, you want to make it sort of white and snowy, you can absolutely do that.
The viewing domes are in the free update 1.15, so you don't have to buy the Oceania pack to be able to use the viewing dome. So it is in the free update for someone who asked in chat. So you can, if you don't have the Oceania pack, you can still use the viewing domes, which is really, really cool. So yeah, just update your game and you should be able to, get the free update.
Free cuteness.
Yeah, and experience the wonders of the viewing dome in all your habitats, and your guests will thank you for it as well, because they'll have lots of fun with it. So yeah, and he's having a little swim.
So wholesome.
Looks very cute. But yeah, let's go and see our last animal, which is obviously the Tasmanian devil, which a lot of you have been waiting for. So let's have a look at our little Tasmanian devil.
It's so weird seeing the Tasmanian devil, like what they actually look like. My head is always the cartoon.
Yeah.
So you're like, this is actually what Tasmanian devil is,
They definitely changed him up a bit. Oh
dear.
What happened a little bit? Yeah, so we have, they definitely changed the real thing up, but yeah, they look really, really amazing. I think there's a little juvenile there in the back as well, running towards
Don't leave me behind.
us.
Come on. Yeah.
But yeah.
They're even like we talked about the statues earlier. Obviously, like the statue is posed to mimic that kind of expression they have, because they do have this kind of real bitey sass to them.
Yeah.
And obviously that comes from the character in the animation.
Yes, and they can open their mouths really wide, as you may have seen in the screenshot that we posted during the showcases. So yeah, really, really, really cute, and I just love the way they make their little screaming noises. It's really, really sweet. It's very unique, I must admit.
Yeah.
And then they also use the burrow, as you can see, they're going in. But the juvenile looks so sweet.
It's like nature's cat.
He's not going to cause any trouble,
Yeah. I'm curious now that everyone has seen all the animals, what the favourite is, because I'm biased, but I would love to see if there's anyone else in the Kiwi gang. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, obviously the Tasmanian devil looks great. The penguin looks amazing. The quacker is so cute, and the speckled fox is just so wholesome.
Amazing. Yeah, so your favourite is the kiwi then?
I think it's got to be the kiwi. I think I have to go with the kiwi.
The little round guy.
Just a round little guy. just an absolute friend. Yeah.
Show us this is the juvenile. Yeah, this is. It's splat. It's sploot on the floor. Oh.
That's like Sunday. That's what that is. That's pure Sunday energy.
He's done.
I didn't even make it back to my burrow. I just flattened out on the floor.
He's just like, I'm done with today.
Yeah. He's so close. He could have made it.
I know.
He's like, no, I'm good. I'll sit here.
Love the devils. They look so cute. Yeah, they're amazing. Like the fact that, my set's fallen down. Oh dear. Well,
keep going.
Yeah, and they just look amazing. They look really sweet, even though their names may not suggest it. They look amazing.
Yeah, I don't know why they're called devils. I'm curious about that. Actually.
Oh, I actually know.
Really?
But I forgot.
Or maybe
I will let you know later on.
We'll figure that one out. We'll come back to that.
I remember I read it about it, and then I forgot. But I think it's because the early settlers, they used to hear like a sound that was kind of like unearthly.
Yeah.
So they thought it might be like a devil type sound. So they thought it was like a demonic kind of sound that they heard. So then they.
How happy would you be if you couldn't sleep all night and you were like, what's that? What's that rustling? This little guy just pops out. Like, it's not a devil. It's just adorable. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the reason why they were named the Tasmanian devil, because of the early settlers had heard these kind of interesting noises, and they were like, it doesn't sound like it's from the earth. So yeah, that's how they got their name. So they do make some interesting noises, as you will see when you put them in your zoos. Very unique, very cool, and they do the little signature Tasmanian devil scream, which I hope you in chat will capture and share with us, because we love seeing all the amazing things that you guys capture as well. Hi Pozo, hello, welcome to the stream. Really, really cool animals, amazing. I do really like them. They're really cool. I think they're very unique as well. And I think the Tasmanian devil was one of the most highly requested animals from the community. So I'm super happy that we got to bring them. Oh, actually, it's doing a little
paddle.
paddle.
Off he goes.
Oh,
Yeah.
really sweet. They are really sweet. And then
and that's the nice thing, you know, is that Planet Zoo has had such a passionate community for such a long time that it's really nice that even to this day we can put out something like the Tasmanian Devil or the Quacker or the Kiwi, and everyone is like, oh, this is so good. You know, it's such a passion. It genuinely is. I know it sounds kind of corny, but it's really motivating to read these comments and check the forums and the videos.
And look at them.
It's a tandem.
This is such a good shot.
He just overtook him.
Oh my goodness.
He was just styling on him.
He's like, bye.
Eat my wake. There we are. See ya.
Oh, very sweet. That was
awesome.
Great shot. Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you. Shout out to James behind the scenes, giving us an amazing Tasmanian Devil show over here, showcase, because they look absolutely. Yeah, their noises are very, very strange.
Yeah.
They're very unique.
Even these little effects, like the fact they come out of the water and they have that nice glisten to them.
Yeah,
You know,
the textures.
little
and
things that
everything.
come in that just bring them to life.
Yeah,
And, it's such a testament to the team.
And they're going to go have a nice little meal now after their hard work.
Little snack.
Yeah. So that was like all the animals in the Oceania pack. I can't wait to see what habitats you build for them and how you use all the amazing scenery pieces that our lovely Matt had a hand on, which is
one of several.
very
lovely people.
Yeah, it was really amazing, like hearing about all the work you put in and your team as well, and just like the thought processes behind it and how like each thing comes together. It's not just like, oh, it looks good, so we're putting it in. Like there's always a thought process behind every piece that you create and your team puts in. So it's really amazing to learn about that. And
thank you.
It's really cool.
Well,
and
like I said, it's really lovely to be able to be a part of the process that brings that to life. You know, it's such a craft. People have to learn to do this stuff, and to be able to have such a community that's so responsive to it, and that I can't think of many jobs where you make something and you hand it to someone and they go yes, and they're just so enthusiastic about it. So that's really nice. And like I said, my team, they're just amazing. The amount of people, Daniil, Danny, Tom, Crystal, people, even the people who are no longer on the project, just doing an amazing job, and getting this guy out the door. Again, this whole pack out the door has been a real treat, and I think people should be really proud of it.
Yeah, I think just seeing it out there and seeing all the responses has just been an amazing experience, and I think that's the best part about our jobs sometimes is that we get to see the reactions, and then when they're so amazing, it just makes us feel so happy because, this is what we wanted. We wanted to create this.
I think you've done a good job, I think. You can really feel proud of yourself when you show it to someone and they go, oh, that's just like, okay, we did it.
Yeah, I think that's the reaction we're always hoping for when we decide to bring, these pieces, the animals in as well, and like being able to show them, the amazing things, and then people actually love them. It's just, it's one of the best feelings, and I think it's been really great, especially for this pack as well, seeing all the amazing community members loving all the pieces, is already loving all the animals when we announced them last week, and it's just amazing, like just everything that's come together and all the teams have come together to create something unique like this. So amazing.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so that's all we've got time for today, but it's been an amazing time. Thank you to James Lockett for showing us all the amazing animals, showing us some amazing scenery pieces, showing us all the cool blueprints, all the foliage, as well as the little cute babies. You had some amazing.
It was like an Attenborough documentary.
Yeah, he did really well. We got
Yeah.
some good shots, even though it was all natural. But it was amazing seeing all the lovely animals that is in the Oceania pack, as well as all the scenery pieces, and as well as some of the free update stuff. So the viewing domes, which you can use underwater. That was really cool. Thank you for showing that to us. But yeah.
And thank you, Lydia, for chat.
No,
for doing such a wonderful job. Oh, thank you first.
No.
No, but it was lovely to be able to talk to you about this stuff.
Yeah,
So, thank you to the community.
I hope the community team will thank Matt for coming on and showing us all his fantastic work and his team's fantastic work and telling us all the creative processes as well as the, you know, all the research that goes into it. And, you know, the process of being a 3D artist is always really cool. I know the community love hearing about all the amazing cool stuff that you do because, you know, we always try to bring people onto the stream to showcase all your hard work. So
I was going to say, on a kind of weirdly personal note, I think what's great about being a 3D artist is it starts with a game like Planet Zoo. You know, when I used to play games, I still play games, but like when I was a kid playing games, you know, I'd play games that had creative features and being able to respond and play with them was what made me want to go into 3D art. And I think that's pretty true of a lot of people who work in this industry. So hopefully out there are people who are interested in becoming programmers, sound designers, 3D artists, community, anyone who's involved in this process. And Planet Zoo is just the first, second, third, maybe 10th step to get there, you know. So yeah, hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, so glad. Thank you so much for that. Lovely comment. I think it's just been a fabulous time talking with you and everyone in chat, and I see all the amazing hypes in chat as well for the pack. For anyone who hasn't got it yet, the Oceania Pack is out now, so you can go, enjoy the lovely kiwi, the Tasmanian devil, the spectacle flying fox, the quokka, and the little penguin in the Oceania Pack, and 200 plus scenery pieces, which is you're just going to have loads to play with. So
you won't get bored with it. There's loads.
Definitely go get it on Steam. It's available now for £7.99, yes. So you can get it now, and we're really excited to see what you do with all of that.
Show us what you build.
Yes, definitely, And as we talked about earlier, we want to call out and support the Maui fires that happened in Hawaii. So we have a link in the chat, !Maui, to link through the Maui Humane Society, who are helping with all the local animals that have been affected by the wildfires. So definitely, if you'd like to support and donate, check out that link and help them, you know, to save the lives of all these local animals because they definitely need help after all the devastating wildfires. So definitely go check that out. And also, as we talked about, our Planet Zoo TikTok is officially live, so go check that out at Planet Zoo Game. We're on there and we're posting exclusive content all the time now. So go check it out. And I'd like to thank the community for joining us on stream, for the mods who were helping us out in chat, as well as the lovely community team, amazing capture team for the trailers, everyone who worked on this amazing pack. Go get the pack now and celebrate all the hard work that, you know, everyone who worked on it as well. And thank you to James for driving the lovely showcases. And we'll see you again soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
Have a lovely day.